Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit, my host on Click Dice, and this is the Redmi Note 7S, which has been just launched in India. And this is a made in India device, as you can see. Xiaomi is manufacturing a lot of phones in India, and this is one of those phones. This comes in between the Redmi Note 7 and Note 7 Pro, hence the name 7S. And what it brings you is the 48 megapixel camera goodness that you get on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, but not on the Note 7. So now you have a 7S, which comes with specifications which are similar to the Note 7, but it gives you camera which is similar to the Note 7 Pro. So you don't need to spend all the way up to the Note 7 Pro to get the camera. So if you are just looking to get the Pro for 48 megapixel camera, now you can get that with the Redmi Note 7S. So there is a choice for everyone. In this video, I'm just gonna give you a quick unboxing. So as you see, I've already opened the box, and the first thing that you get is this documentation and this soft case. This is a soft back case which has been bundled in the box. That is nice of Xiaomi to include a case right in the box, so you don't need to hunt for it in the market. And this is the beautiful blue color of the Redmi Note 7S. Looks quite classy, and it has this Redmi branding at the bottom. The back looks very shiny and glossy, and this is Gorilla Glass 5 at the back. And as you can see here, it is 48 megapixel AI dual camera branding, and this is the 48 megapixel sensor and 5 megapixel depth sensor. This is the LED flash, and here you have the fingerprint scanner. I'll keep this to the side for the moment and show you what else is in the box, and then we'll get back to the phone. And here you get a data cable, which is a USB Type-C cable, and you have got a wall charger, which is not a quick charger. This is a 10-watt charger, but this phone supports fast charging. Quick charge 4 is supported, but you can buy a charger separately. It's not included in the box, and that's all in the box. So let me get rid of the box and everything else and get back to the phone. And here you have the Redmi Note 7S, which comes with the goodness of the camera that you get on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and it's not priced as high. The Best Buy links for this phone are provided in the description section below this video, where you can go and get one for yourself. I'm gonna quickly boot it and show you around the physical overview. It looks very similar to the Redmi Note 7 or the 7 Pro. On the right you have the power wake up key followed by the volume rocker on top of it. And here on top you have secondary mic hole, 3.5mm audio port, infrared blaster to control your TV, home theaters, etc. This side you have the hybrid SIM card tray. Yes, there is no dedicated SIM slot, but let me just open and confirm it for you. So let's take out the SIM card tray, and here you have it. This is a hybrid SIM card tray, and on the bottom you have two grills. This is a speaker grill, this is a mic grill, and here you have the charging port in the middle. And on the front is a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus display, and on top of that is the 13 megapixel front facing camera. This is also AI enabled, and you can take portrait shots with it. Of course, it is based on the software, not the hardware, but on the rear you have dual camera, and it is also AI capable. You can take portrait shots. The 48 megapixel pictures are taken only when you enable the 48 megapixel in the Pro mode, not otherwise, because otherwise it uses pixel binning, and it saves the shots as 12 megapixel. It uses 4 pixels, combines them into one, and saves every shot as 12 megapixels, so that you can save on space. This is a 464 variant. There is a 332 GB variant also available. The pricing etc. is provided in the description section below this video. Let me quickly set this up and directly take you to the camera test. And here we are after quickly setting up the phone, and I'll directly take you to the camera test. Since it's a 48 megapixel camera phone over the Redmi Note 7, rest all is almost identical to the Redmi Note 7. So let's quickly test the cameras. So I'll first take a few photos without going to the Pro mode, and we'll test out the image quality. But before that, let's go to the Pro mode, enable the 48 megapixel, which is done by clicking on 48 here, and take the same shot with same framing. And now also let's try the front facing 13 megapixel camera. And now try the portrait at front. Okay, so we have taken 4 shots and I'm just gonna quickly compare the 4 and show you. So we'll come to the selfies later. Let's go to the first shot. This is a native 12 megapixel shot and I'll show you the details. This is 4000 by 3000 pixels, and if you look at this shot, if I'm zooming in to this text which is written here below the ball, and you can read the Lightning McQueen. And if I go to the next shot, let me show you the details here. And this one, as you can see, 8000 by 6000 pixels. This is a 48 megapixel native shot. Now let's try zooming into this text, and do you see the difference, the level to which we are able to zoom in here? So it is actually saving in a lot of pixels in this case. But if we go back to this image and if we compare it this one with this one, you can see that the shadows here on the head area near the ear, this is the 48 megapixel shot and this is the 12 megapixel shot. This has more clarity because it has more light here, more detailing, whereas this one has slightly less detailing. So it is taking more pixels at the cost of better image processing. This is using 4 pixels, combining them into one, saving a 12 megapixel shot, and this one is a 48 megapixel shot, so you can zoom in more. So when there is enough light, you can use the 48 megapixel camera and take 48 megapixel shots. But in reality, the 12 megapixel shots are also as good when it comes to the picture quality. And this is a 13 megapixel front facing AI selfie, and you can see it's pretty detailed, very clear, and the background is quite clearly visible. You can see this fan on the wall just behind my phone camera. And if I scroll to the next picture, this is AI selfie with portrait, and you can see it has detected the edges correctly, even the edges of the hair very correctly, and the picture has come out as clear as the non-portrait. But this time the fan on the wall and the light on the ceiling, etc., all are very nicely blurred out. So the cameras here are working very well. Also, one more thing, this is the 48 megapixel shot. So if you look at the size of the image, it is 14.62 MB. Whereas if you look at this 12 megapixel image, which looks as good and probably better, it is 4.27 MB. So if you don't need too much pixels and if you don't want to print the image, you can still just use the default 12 megapixel mode and don't need to go to the Pro. Pro mode is for shooting outdoors, where you want to print something and you want to take a shot which needs to be super detailed. So the Pro mode is not, the 48 megapixel is not gimmick, but it is not very usable for the end user because you can save approximately 4 pictures in the same storage. Compared to one 48 megapixel photo, you can save 4 12 megapixel shots, which saves you a lot of space. So that is totally up to you. It comes with Snapdragon 660 processor with 3 or 32 GB of ROM, and there is 4000 mAh battery on the offer. So this phone is quite loaded, and the price at which it is going to sell in the market, it makes perfect sense. The fingerprint scanner here works well, the display here is sorted, it gets Gorilla Glass at front as well as back. The cameras are sorted, the design is pretty premium, and this phone is probably the best bang for your buck at this price point of around 10,000 rupees. So go ahead and get one for yourself. I'm leaving Best Buy links in the description section below, and it comes with 48 megapixels, so let's not forget that you are getting the 7S over 7 for that reason. Probably there is no other reason to go for this. The 7 is as good if you don't want a 48 megapixel camera. That's all we have on this video. If you enjoyed watching it, give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below, and for more such videos, stay subscribed, press the bell icon. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching and have a good day.